Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this divine beast. Show the enemy no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell. Finish the job.
I remember the first time. This is so awesome.
Alright, so travel gate registered to map. So if we need to, we'll be able to come back here.
You're here. I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived. Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost. The guidance stone there contains the information that you will need.
Alright, and here we are at the Divine Beast Varuta. We are inside, and what is this thing in front of us? This looks like kind of the same color of the stuff that's around the castle, didn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Oh gosh, it looks gross, but the game's kind of making it obvious that we need to attack this eyeball here. So luckily we have a spear, so we have something with some good reach. There we go. Alright, and luckily for us, that seems to have taken care of
Guardian.
the obstacle. Yeah, there's another one of these Guardian Scouts that we've seen in the shrines. Except this one looks like it's corrupted by Ganon's malice, as you can see by its pinkish color there. But just like the other ones, they just drop, the regular materials like that. Looks like there's another eyeball right down there. So we can either use our spear, or we can also shoot these with arrows. Let's use a regular arrow this time, and perhaps another bow. Let's use that one. Alright, cool. And Mipha said that there was a guidance stone that's kind of behind this fence-looking thing. Now, where have we seen something like this before?
Right? I can't remember exactly, but we did a Cronus.
That's right. Yeah, in the very shrine where we got the Cryonis rune, there was a puzzle like this, and that is what we needed to get behind it. So perfect. And another pedestal that also looks like the one of the shrines.
It does.
The four shrines on the Great Plateau.
The guidance stone?
Yep. Oh, this also looks like one of the guidance stones in the Hiteno Tech Lab with Pura.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I wonder, are we going to get like... Oh, it's going to distill a map this time. Okay.
That's right.
Cool. I mean, Mipha said that's where we would get the map, but...
I think she did say that we'd get a map.
Yeah. But it's still pretty awesome that it's not just the map of Hyrule that we can get. We also get maps of the Divine Beast. And they're going to look much different than the map of Hyrule. So, awesome.
We even got control of, looks like the trunk, maybe?
Yeah. Divine Beast controls have been enabled. Yeah, so it looks like we're able to move the trunk to a different position. I wonder how that'll be useful. I guess we'll find out. All right.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
We will be, Mipha.
She always worries about us, it seems.
Yep. So let's take a look at the map here. So this is gonna be like a 3D map. It's kind of cool, I think. But yes, these glowing orange points are going to be where we need to go. Those are the terminals we need to get to. And yeah, from this same map screen, we can manipulate the trunk into going whatever direction we need it to go. So we'll check that out a little bit later. For right now, let's head out and see if we can get to one of the terminals here. So we're actually pretty close to one. This one right here. what we need to do is kind of rotate this handle, and the handle looks like it's made of metal, so luckily, you know, we have a rune that lets us do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and rotate it a little bit. That'll help raise this platform over here to the left. Alright, we'll raise it out of the water just enough. There we go. Once we get close to it, it'll start glowing, and all we need to do is just kind of move our Sheikah slate kind of close to it and activate it. Alright, awesome.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
Alright, we won't give up, Mifa. Let's take a look in this rather large room out here. There's a very large device kind of off in the distance. We will not be able to do anything with that just yet. So let's kind of go out this way and take a look around here. What I really like about these divine beasts is that you can see, like, outside. It's really cool, you know. Like in the other Zelda dungeons and other games, you couldn't really see much of the outside, but...
That's what's so cool about this. It's so open platform.
Yeah. It's a nice touch where you can see, you know, the outside, and time is passing as well. So, you know, if it's nighttime, this whole area will look dark, and the inside of the divine beast will look dark too. So it's a really nice touch. All right, here's another one of these guardians. All right, just like the ones in the chests of strength shrines. Yeah, these aren't too hard to handle. Let's go ahead and grab the sword and pick up the things that he dropped. All right, so here.
Oh, there's one right there in the wheel.
Yeah, this looks like another terminal we need to activate, but we're not going to be able to do it because that water is kind of deep and it's moving constantly. So we're going to need to, you know, we're going to need to somehow stop this thing from rotating. You got any ideas, Decoy?
Well, water's pouring, so maybe we could freeze it?
Possibly, yeah. Maybe if we can freeze this this water flow here. Let's try that out. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, that did work. Okay.
All right. Yep. Yeah. So just put an ice pillar up there to stop the water from flowing, and then that'll stop this from rotating. Pretty awesome. That's terminal number 2.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
All right, 2 down and 3 to go. So let's take a look at what else is in this rather large room. So there's another
sphere there.
Yeah, that looks kind of like an ancient orb that was in one of the shrines, right?
It does.
And it looks like there's something else glowing orange right above it, and it's all within this large-looking gear. You know, it kind of looks similar to this. So I wonder if we're gonna need to make this rotate somehow. Okay.
It didn't look tied to that.
No, they don't look tied together. But maybe there's something we can use that smaller gear for. Okay, so for right now, let's kind of see what's going on out here. Oh, there's another eyeball-looking thing. And yeah, if we get too close to this, it's actually going to spit out cursed, like, skulls of the monsters. Yeah, so it's going to keep doing that until we get rid of the eyeball. So let's get rid of that as soon as we can. All right, cool.
Yeah, that particular type of malice really bugs me.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so, oh look, there's another terminal straight ahead of us, but it's behind this gate, and unfortunately for us, this one's not in the water, so we can't use our cryonis to get inside there, but,
Why do I see sunlight?
it looks like the top of this beast is open to the air, so there was that trunk we could move too. So I wonder if, you know, if the trunk's still spouting water, I wonder if we can use that to kind of position it and make this rotate.
That might work, because the trunk is down now.
Yeah. So I think, let's move it to this position. I think that's the right one. If not, we can always adjust it a little bit later. But, yeah, let's see if moving that orb inside, or making it touch whatever is glowing near the center of this wheel. Let's see if that's going to make anything happen. So, alright, so that's, this water flow is going to make this start moving around. That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Okay, so that is, it seems to be on the right track.
Okay. Alright, and yeah, it looks like there's a chest in here too. So.
Alright, the door just
Oh,
opened.
okay, so it turned blue, and yeah, that seemed to have opened the door. Pretty awesome. Alright, so I guess all we need to do is, you know, just wait for it to rotate, and we'll be able to go inside. Okay. That didn't seem too hard, did it?
Yeah, it didn't, did it?
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Well, we're gonna have to stasis that, I think, once it goes around.
I think so. Yeah, so let's move the trunk a little bit more and Actually, you know what? I think we need to move it one more spot to the right there, but that's okay. We'll just wait for it to come around one more time. But yes, that's a really good idea. Let's, right before the ball is about to leave the slot, we'll go ahead and stasis it in place. That'll give us enough time to run in, grab that terminal. And maybe that's also something we can use to grab that chest. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our stasis ready, and freeze it right about here. That's fine. That'll certainly give us time to go inside of here, examine.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
Alright, so it seems like we're about halfway done with the Divine Beast. Pretty awesome. And just a word of warning, there are spikes. You see the spikes up there on the ceiling?
Oh, I didn't see those. Yep.
Yeah. So...
Don't want to stay in there.
That's right. If you do get that orb inside of it and try to, well, the orb, when it falls, when it, you know, gravity pushes the orb down, you know, it can be tempting to kind of fly on in there when the gates open, but there are spikes down there, so be careful. You might be in for a shock. Alright, so let's rotate it this way. Yeah, moving this trunk just a little bit more to the right will allow it to rotate this way. And what we'll want to do is let's freeze that block up there. That way we can get to this chest, and we will not want to be here long because we're about to get our head slammed in. Cool, and this one has an ancient core. So if you're still looking for an ancient core in order to upgrade your stasis rune, that could be a really good spot to get it. All right, so unfortunately for us, we need to get a little bit higher up, but it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to get up there, huh? Because it looks like this is the end of the road for us. There's no real way for us to go, huh? But let's see if we're able to do anything about that. All right, so we're gonna need to get a little bit higher, and oh, there's another chest on that gear tooth, I guess you could say. Did you see that one?
I did see that one. I'm
All
thinking
right.
if we rotate that the other way, it just lift us up higher.
I think so. Yeah, let's go ahead and rotate it this way.
So it was
and-
rotating the other way when we first started.
Yeah. And at the same time, let's get rid of that, so this will start flowing as well. And what we can actually do is we can hop on one of these, and we can also get onto this
Perfect.
larger gear. Alright. And where was that treasure chest? I'm not sure exactly where it was, but we can find it a little bit later. Alright, so here's another one of these Guardian Scouts. This one's got a spear. We're gonna side hop out of the way, no problem. Alright, that takes care of him. Alright, I don't know if we have room. Oh, we do have room for a spear. Cool. And let's go ahead and stand on the switch. This will allow us to swim up this waterfall if we ever fall down a little bit lower. So that can be a useful shortcut to do.
And there's the chest.
Alright. Let's see if we can grab... Okay. Let's have it rotate the other direction here. Yeah, let's see if we can grab this chest. I forget what's in it. It's probably not going to be anything good. I'm betting it's going to be like a screw, maybe a gear. Well, let's see. Alright. Let's take care of this eyeball real quick. Wait for the malice to go away. Oh, no. Okay, let's ride the platform back up to where we were. Alright. Alright, let's have it go the other direction. Hopefully whatever's in this treasure chest is worth it.
I'm hoping. Ancient core or something.
Yeah, I doubt it'll be a core, because I think, you know, that one chest had the core in it. Alright, so it should be on this next one, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, alright. We're actually out of fire arrows, so that was pretty good. Let's rotate the other way. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, when you move the trunk, it takes a little bit of time for it to
Yeah, there's that
take
delay
effect.
to get it to.
So keep that in mind. Okay. And there's going to be one more thing we need to collect in this room. There's going to be a treasure chest out there. You can kind of see it off in the distance. Let's paraglide over to it. We got plenty of altitude here. No problem. Inside this one, I think, is a silver rupee. Yes.
Nice.
Awesome. So a nice 100 rupees for us. If we look down below, that's that large room we saw when we were on that, I guess, first floor. So there's no real reason to drop down there, but let's see. Do we still have our Zora armor on? We do. So let's just use this waterfall. We may as well. That'll. Oh, and there's a treasure chest under here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I forgot about that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that. I don't know if there's one on the other side. There might be. Let's see what's inside here. Alright, this one has the spring. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a chest in here with nothing of too much value, but, I mean, springs do come in handy. Might be a couple more episodes until we see where we can use them, but, you know. Alright, so this will actually bring us pretty far up. Okay. Up to another chest, and this one's got a Knight's Halberd, another kind of a spear weapon, and we had room for that one as well. I think we got rid of a lot of our weapons when we did that final fight.
That Lionel cleaned out quite a few.
It sure did, didn't it? Alright, so I believe we need to head... that's going to be, I think, where another of our terminals is, but we're not really able to get to it. We're going to have to go through this little hallway-looking thing. And straight ahead of us is actually the trunk. So let's stand out here, and yeah, what's moving in front of us is the trunk. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Alright, so let's look at what's out there. Alright.
There's a trunk out there, or a treasure chest on the trunk.
That's right, and let's look further up. There's this interesting looking platform right over here. That's going to be actually where we need to land. So let's do that. As you can see, let's pull out the map real quick. There is a terminal that's on the very end of the trunk. So let's go ahead and land on this platform real quick, and then it's going to be a little challenging to do this, but we're going to rotate the trunk as we're standing on it. It's going to be a little bit scary, but don't let it frighten you too much. We'll just rotate it and then kind of move our way around. There's the terminal right there. And if you happen to fall down there, there's going to be a ledge that will catch you. So you don't fall all the way completely off. Alright, there we go. Let's just rotate it until it's level. Should be a couple more movements here. And yep, here we go. We should be able to examine this terminal here.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
Perfect. Alright, so let's move the trunk back down. That way we can grab this treasure chest that we saw right before we flew here. Alright. Should be just down there. And it's kind of crazy how high this trunk puts you. Because, you know, we're just paragliding straight down, but look how high we were when we had the trunk, you know, moved just about all the way up.
Yeah, this trunk puts you up way, way high.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of that, and... Okay, there we go. Alright, that one's got an ancient shaft, not too bad. There's not really much else to do up here, so what we're going to want to do is get to the very, very top here, which I don't know if it's possible if we're on this stretch of platform, but we'll try it anyway. Worst comes to worst, we'll just fly back to where we came from before we flew out to the trunk, and then just, you know, kind of get up to where that terminal was. Let's see if this will work. Maybe not. Yeah, and just like the insides of the shrines, the edges of this divine beast are impossible to climb up, so we're not able to really climb up too far this way. It just won't work. So let's move the trunk back down and then kind of get to the top here. That'll make it a little bit easier for us to fly down. Alright. Let's go ahead and do what we did before, move the trunk up, and just kind of carefully get to this platform here. Oh my gosh. If that happens, just move the trunk back down. Hopefully it will move down fast enough for you to catch back onto it. Okay, good. Alright, perfect. Let's be a little bit more patient this time.
At least it moves fast enough at this point that you can do that.
Yep. Alright, that should be... Oh gosh. That should be good. Might need to move it this way a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, we're way up there, aren't we? And let's take a look right over here. Let's see. You can see kind of
oh yeah.
over here. Oh, there is an eyeball right there, right in the center. Looks like it's looking around for something. I'm not sure what. And there's a chest on the other side. So let's head down here, and One thing I haven't quite shown off yet is this, we saw this stuff kind of surrounding near the castle too when we were up there.
Yeah.
If you stand in this, you will lose health very, very fast. So you will want to not do that. If you're ever around this stuff, just be careful, jump over it if you can, or watch your step. Alright, so let's see if we can hit this eyeball from across the way. Nice.
Good shot.
Alright, so that will take care of the malice over there, as well as the malice on this side. Allowing us to open this chest, and inside of it will be an ice arrow times 10. Okay, so 10 ice arrows, perfect. Alright, so let's take a look at the map one last time. It looks like the last terminal is just under us, right? We're just above it. So, yep, that's the room we were in before. But there is going to be a little hole right here in the head, I guess. So let's fly or float down here. And this is kind of a little bit further up. You know, we saw this when we were a little bit further down.
Oh, we did, yes.
Yep. So there is another bit of malice here that we need to get rid of. Here's the eyeball. Let's go ahead and shoot that with a shock arrow. Get your magnesis rune out, and just like that first terminal we saw, we're going to need to rotate this. And that'll actually open up, I guess, a skylight. You know? And just like we did in this main room out here, we're going to need to direct the trunk to shoot some water down by this fire, because inside this fire is going to be our last terminal. So let's move the... Oh, actually need to move it maybe right there. I think that'll work. Oh no, actually it's too far. Okay, let's do this. That I think might be the right spot. Yeah, because the water's already shooting that direction. So let's see if this will work. Yep, there we go. Cool. So that'll extinguish our flames, allowing us to access the 5th and final terminal. All right, let's drop on down.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
Alright, sounds ominous, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, so let's check our map real quick. In fact...
Don't let our guard down.
That's
okay.
right. Yep, in fact, that large room we saw in the very beginning, that's where the main control unit is, so that's where we need to go. Let's just go ahead and paraglide right on down. We should be able to get to it from up here, I think. If not, we can drop down a little bit further and we'll be fine. But, yep, once we get down here, we'll see that this... this large object here is now... Yep, it's a glowing orange, and it's got kind of like similar to the terminals. It's got to have another spot for us to put our Shiki Slate. So let's go ahead and examine this and see what happens. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Alright, what's going on here? What is forming in front of us? Yikes. Whatever it is, it's got a really long spear. And... Ooh. And what looks like a guardian eye. So this is the Scourge of Divine Beast Ruta, Water Blight Ganon.
Oh man.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years away. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment. I have faith in you. Careful. That spear has a long reach.
It certainly does, Mifa. This thing is ugly, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the what is it? Water Blight Ganon.
Yes.
That's right. So yes, he has a spear, and yeah, it's got a long reach. Let's go ahead and kind of show that off real quick. So we will want to get out of the way of that. It's gonna disappear, and he's gonna form a new one magically, just like that. He's got a few different attacks, mostly to do with that spear. He's gonna throw it at us like that. You can run to the side to dodge it. If you get a little bit closer to him, he's going to kind of either swing it side to side or jab straight ahead. Yep. So you can use these to dodge, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So he's going to do... we can jump right to the side since he's going to do a straight up attack. Hit him a few times and he will go down. Not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to get some distance away from him just to see if he does any sort of attacks. By all means, wail on him, try to get his damage down as much as possible, but I'm trying to show you guys kind of his main attacks here. Alright, so after a while he will teleport. Looks like he's going to do another straight jab there. I want him to do a sideways one though, so maybe he'll do a different one here. Yep, he's going to do side to side, so just go to the back, walk backwards, and jump like that. Alright, so he's got... let's see, if we were further away from him, then he kind of threw his spear. Let's see if we can reflect it with our shield. Alright, once again, he's going to teleport right over here. Let's get some distance. Alright, let's see if he's going to throw his spear at us. Come on, water bite. There we go, okay. Perfect, so if you do a shield bash perfectly like that, it'll reflect the spear right back at him and damage him.
Nice.
So
halfway done.
Yes, he is at half health, so his attacks are going to be a little bit different from here on out. So he's going to actually raise the water level in the room, which is not good for us. We're going to be in the water and not really able to do much.
Not much room to operate.
Yeah, Mufus says not much room to operate, so we're going to need to get above ground real quick, otherwise he's going to do a lot of damage to us. Just like the outside of the Divine Beast, he's going to throw an ice block our way, and I need to get up here. Oh gosh, luckily that didn't hit us. So what you can do here is you can shoot some arrows at him. You can hit his head like that. Awesome. And if you hit it a few times, then he'll get hurt. Make sure you watch out for his spear there. Alright, so eventually he's going to teleport somewhere else. It's going to be really easy to find out where he's going to be. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these pillars. There we go. Let's shoot his face a few times, and... Nice. If you get 2 perfect shots on him, then he'll fall down. It can be useful to hold on to a spear here because you want something with long reach. So let's grab a spear. We had that guardian spear that we picked up, didn't we? Yeah, awesome. Let's go ahead and target him and hit him a few times with that. All right. Yeah, and even when he's floating above in the air, your spear will still reach him. So perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it does, but somehow it does.
Now it's your chance.
Awesome. Okay. It can be a little hard to get the angle right on shooting those arrows, but let's see. These last few hits, I think, will finish him off.
And he's done.
He is finished. All right. Nice job to us.
Oh, more so to you. I just stood here and looked pretty. Such nasty sounds.
And as is usual Zelda tradition, after you conquer the boss in each of the dungeons, you will get yourself a heart container. Very nice. We definitely deserve it after that, don't we?
Oh yeah, we got our blood almost handed to us.
We were doing fine. I don't think we even took any damage.
No, we didn't.
At least I don't think we did. Anyway, if we had taken damage, then as soon as we pick up the heart container, it will refill it and grant us with another one. Awesome. Bloop. So that makes, let me count real quick, I don't know, 10? 10 hearts, I think?
Yeah, it looks like
I think that's 10. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and examine this once more. See what happens. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Do you still wish to activate it? So at this point, if there are any treasure chests you forgot to get, or if you want to explore around a little bit more, do that right now, because you will not be able to do it once you activate the main control unit. So make sure you want to do that, and then go ahead and activate it. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again. Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go. Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda. Ruta, we found a way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle, however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart. I'm sorry I made you worry. I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
And with that, we get Mifa's Grace, a restorative power born from the spirit of the champion Mifa. When your hearts run out, you'll automatically be resurrected with full health, plus temporary bonus hearts.
Awesome.
Cool, so like a really stronger version of a fairy. I like it.
Sounds like it.
Alright. Here we go. Okay, so we freed one divine beast.
Oh, yep. And
Pretty
we have an elephant
awesome.
pop up in the upper left-hand corner.
We do. We have an awesome looking elephant right there in the top left. Awesome. And that X1 up at the top means that we have one Mifa's Grace. And then it will need to recharge.
Yep. And it takes a while to recharge if
It
memory
does.
serves.
Right. It'll take 24 hours in game time or 24 minutes in real time for Mifa's Grace to recharge once we use it. So, pretty useful power, but we don't want to depend on it too much. All right, and everyone around is gathered, you know, our
Big congratulatory party.
I love it, yeah. Link, you did well to survive your trial. I have been awaiting your return. The violent downpour has disappeared, as has the threat to Zora's domain. It is all little more than a bad dream now. Thanks to your efforts, there is no longer any danger of a great flood laying waste to Hyrule. You appeased the divine beast of our Ruta and thusly saved Zora's domain. We are all truly grateful. What you did for us is more than we could have ever expected of you. Here's Muzu talking. Link, I must sincerely apologize for my harsh treatment of you. That whole time, you were thinking of Hyrule's and Lady Mifa's well-being, just like the rest of us. All of the monsters of our council... Oh my god. All of the members of our council... All of the members of our council humbly fold our fins back in gratitude, along with the rest of our people. Perhaps the older generation of Zora, myself included, misunderstood Hylians after all. It would seem so. That said, I would be overjoyed if you could find it in your heart to forgive me. If not now, then perhaps one day. Link, I must reward your efforts. Now then, I implore you to collect the treasure that inside that chest over there. It was cherished by Mifa, a memento of sorts. I would like you to have it as a token of our friendship. Please take good care of it. By the way, Link, I see you are without your trusty blade, the sword that seals the darkness. Interesting. I think we saw in that second memory. Remember when we were
They mentioned that there too.
near that lake when we were with Zelda? She talked about the darkness sealing sword in our back, right? We need to check that out at some point. Did you perhaps lose it when you lost your memory?
Yeah,
Perhaps. Perhaps we did. What? Is it truly lost? That is a legendary blade that only you, the Hylian champion, can wield. It is no doubt resting somewhere in Hyrule even now, waiting for its master to return. Link, all of the Zora thank you from the depths of our hearts for your heroic and selfless work. And you too, Sidon. As your father, I am proud of you for fighting the divine beast alongside Link. You have grown much recently. I know you will be a worthy heir when your time comes. Father, I thank you. The heavy rains have stopped, and the divine beast is our ally once again. How glorious, truly splendid. Link, this is wonderful. Is that like the 6th or 7th time you smiled like that?
Yeah.
I've lost track. I don't know. I've lost count. All right.
It's like almost every conversation we have with him.
That's right. So he's gonna give us a really big handshake. Link, thank you so much. Truly, I could never thank you enough. Just don't pull my arm out of its socket, okay?
Right.
You helped save our home from vanishing away. This calls for a top-tier expression of gratitude. Zo, rah, rah, rah. With all my heart, thank you. You're very welcome, Prince Sidon. And the rest of Zora's domain. Yeah. I love how just they cheered him on. It makes you feel good after like accomplishing something like this.
It does.
And just like this, our main quest, Divine Beast Va Ruta, is complete, and everyone magically disappears from the king's throne room. So, this chest right here does in fact contain the weapon that Mifa used. And yes, it is kind of a memento of sorts, but. What it's going to do is add it to our inventory, and I really don't want to have Mifa's weapon in our inventory because I don't want to accidentally use it or lose it. So we're going to leave it rest in that treasure chest for the time being. But it will always stay there, ready for us to grab it whenever we want. So it's going to be safe and sound near the king.
Yeah, won't go anywhere.
That's right. So that will do it for this episode. We got a lot accomplished, didn't we?
That we did.
All right.
Quite a bit.
Yep. So next, we're going to head... Let's see. Yeah, next we're going to head kind of further to this northeast part of the map, and there's going to be another Divine Beast kind of in this area. So we're going to explore around northeast Hyrule and see what's going to await us there. I'm excited to find out. How about you, Decoy?
Me too. Definitely.
Awesome. Yeah. I hope your viewers, I hope you're excited to see what's going to happen as well. So if you are, please consider subscribing. You'll be notified whenever I upload, so that'll be awesome. And please, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment if you would. And as always, I've been Ace10.
And I've been Decoy. Don't forget to have fun.
That's right. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.